All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and getting ready for the grand finals for U15 Rocket League this season. It's the
Yup.
Celtics Greens versus the Odd Ones Out. We just watched Odd Ones Out do have some beautiful performance, 3-0ing the Celtics Purple. Celtics Green, we don't know much of for the scores at the moment, but we know for sure they're going to be coming back for some revenge for the sister team, what happened to them in that semifinal round.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna act as motivation for them to. They're the last team remaining from their school, so that's gonna inspire them hopefully to perform not only for themselves but for their fellow teammates that got
Mhm.
knocked out. So there's some pride on the line. There's a legacy.
Yeah, there's definitely some pride on the line.
I think we'll be getting into the match shortly underway here, but we can take a look at the bracket if we want. Actually, no, I guess we were just looking at the bracket just before break there. So I
Yeah,
mean,
we
unless we want a
were.
quick refresh on the memory, but yeah, I don't know predictions,
Actually,
AJ. I always like to talk about predictions, despite the fact that we don't know much about. I mean, we know a little bit about the Odd Ones out, and we just know that their performance there.
mhm. I
But let's get into
mean
some predictions here.
yeah, we won't know until we know. We do know that Celtic Greens were undefeated on
Hmm.
the entire regular season. We know that Odd Ones Out do have a very interesting play style, playing very simple, high ball, Rocket League, and making sure that they're
Hmm.
very defensive on when they get that lead. But honestly, we'll have to see when we get into the game as we do start
As
with
we
our
get into the
kickoff
game.
game one. Exactly.
Holy cow, we're already
Now
into it.
super fast start, and we can see Radiant Storm, Mikey, TK, and Esports 3 into 01, 03, and 04. So roster changes nowhere to be seen as the ball is now going over to the orange side.
Yeah, no changes from the odd ones out there. They're just sticking with the tried and true and going with that. But I'm anxious to see. I think betting man just going off numbers. I think I'm going to bet on Celtic Screen. I think they just got the data, the data behind them, the stats behind them. So let's see what they
Hmm.
have. And another, it's almost a breakaway here from Sports 3 coming out from Celtic Screen, but ends up getting kind of chased off the ball from 0-1 there. Now potentially a conversion there, but it's not, and it's a high ball, potentially an aerial, and another
Oh,
touch and a dunk on the goal
oh
line,
my
giving Radiant Storm the first
goodness.
goal of the game for the Celtic Screen.
Yeah, I want to see how this setup was off to the side into the middle, a double touch.
Oh,
And
close.
0-4. 0-4 could not get the defense off from that really obscure high ball. Actually, it came in through a awkward angle as Esports 3 now putting the ball over into the orange side, seeing a repeat off the bounce here.
Hmm.
0-1 kind of eyeing the ball, defending. This is what you're talking about. Teams should have a one defender at most when they're playing this aggressive type of Rocket League. As this ball centering, beautiful stuff from Odd Ones Out, keeping the ball out.
The ball's been kept in odd ones out territory here for a little bit. Radiant Storm coming out from the corner here. Can he get a touch? It almost looking like he was going for the
Oh,
flip reset there. I like to see that. Now, again, a little bit of info for the folks here, maybe less familiar with the game. Flip reset, all it means is like any moment, four wheels of your car, uh, effectively the four wheels of your car touch a surface, you'll reset your jump because every car gets two jumps. So you can
oh.
just reset it, and then you can like hold on to it indefinitely. Because otherwise, oh my gosh, and a nice powerful shot there from Radiant Storm, setting himself up there and gets a nice chipper there past the last defender from Odd Ones Out. No flip reset required.
Yeah, beautiful stuff from Radiant Storm. Heard you drop the knowledge, and so he wanted to check in on you, highlighting his mastery of these mechanics. Because I didn't even know they get a second jump for a flip reset. It's beautiful stuff here. Radiant Storm again, take it into his own hands. Beautiful double touch in the corner, setting up his team. Mikey
Oh,
TK
double
keeping
commit
it
there,
in the
kind of
orange side.
almost leaving them exposed, but ends up not biting them in the rear too much there. Mikey almost goes for the pinch on the wall there, but kind of just slams into it. I like that communication there from Mikey. He sees his teammate coming in that he has a better shot to bring it forward towards the net. And he ends up hanging back, doesn't interrupt his teammate, and then rotates out. So that's good communication we can see from the Celtic screen. Even though we don't hear them live, you can kind of witness it unfold.
Yes.
And Radiant Storm, man, he's just kind of running the game right now. And there's a double commit. Ironically, as I talk about communication, that's a little bit of a miscommunication, seeing two members commit to the corner there, but ends up, sorry, not too detrimental. Radiant Storm, nice redirect there, but it's a good save from White One, keeping it back into the corner there for the Odd Ones Out.
We definitely know who took a whole lot more sugar than everyone else on the team here for the Greens, as Radiant Storm is showing his prowess on the field. 0-3 trying to get
Ooh.
over to the ball, cleared out though by the green.
Uh-oh.
And now, uh-oh is correct as a cross map score from Radiant Storm. Let's see where this ball came from. Back left corner across the field, and 0-4 could not get there in time again. Marginal errors over by the Odd Ones Out. You have to believe that with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, Odd1sOut really having to change their game plans here as the ball.
On
Oh
the
my
goal,
goodness.
hovering on the goal line there, but Radiant Storm is
Really,
completely
yeah.
unfazed, despite not having any boost in the tank. Just plays it cool, calm, and collected. Radiant Storm is great at just booming the ball here. We've seen two kind of like cross-map goals, and I say that Mikey with taking his turn, getting the fourth goal for Celtics Green. Holy cow!
Yeah, he wants a piece of the piece of the pizza here. You know, a little slice for himself. Maybe we can see
Mm.
Esports 3 getting to the action as well, but a little bubble interaction there, drowning out Odd1sOut. 4-0 on the board, 2 minutes on the clock, and you have to think Odd1sOut maybe looking towards game 2, have a little mental reset, see if they can try out some stuff here, because they've been on the back foot this whole game.
Yeah, it's tough to see. I mean, sometimes when you're playing against a team that's a little bit more better, a little bit putting on like a little bit more pressure than you're used to, you end up kind of playing up to them, or like sometimes, and then you can also play down. But I think Odd1sOut is a situation where they can be, spurred a little bit to play up to a team that might be outpacing them a little bit or a little bit more mechanically inclined. So this is an opportunity for them to kind of like stretch their limits and limit test. And learn and grow and see if they can kind of dish out what's being dished out onto them. And a crazy 50 there and another three-way collision on the ball, high on the Odd1sOut goal line, but it manages to be kept wide. 0-4 hanging back, maybe leaving one of his like the other two teammates high and dry. But hold on, is he in the right place? He
Oh
is, but he is
my.
in Radiant Storm with I think their fourth goal of the game so far.
Yeah, now 5-0 up. We're seeing it from the last series. 0-4 was their star scorer, now put back, relegated in a way to defense, and he doesn't look very comfortable between the goalposts here. You have to think what is going through the Odd1sOut's minds currently.
I mean, like on paper, it seems like a good idea to leave someone in net, but ultimately, like you saw there with 0-4, you have when you're sitting stationary in net, it leaves you like without any momentum pretty much. I want a nice demo there from 0-3, hopefully freeing up some pressure there for the Odd1sOut, but it leaves you stationary and without any momentum. So if there's a high ball or a fast ball coming at you, you pretty much have no time to like react or adjust your car. Whereas if you're constantly moving, you'll have time to time to adjust and predict the
Exactly.
ball and kind of go with the momentum of the ball. So this is hopefully something the Odd1sOut can kind of adjust as they go into game 2 here.
Yeah, I think 0-4 really does thrive on trying to make those micro movements onto the opponent's side. Just haven't been able to get out of the goal as we see him now set free by 0-3, being able to come out into the corner, and 0-1 now on the defense. Now setting up his team. This is what we want to see from the Odd1sOut. Try to get the ball in the middle.
Oh,
Slight defense onto the post here. Radiant Storm now has the ball. Try to kick it out. 0-1 intercepts. And
we're
0-4
seeing a lot
now
of
has the ball.
physicality coming out now from each team.
Yeah,
A lot of
exactly.
demos.
I feel that 0-4 is now getting into the groove of things, maybe carrying on to the second game as he's now unshackled, unleashed from the goalpost here.
I think that might have
And
been a detriment for the Odd1sOut there, not letting 0-4, because I mean, like you said, he was their odd one. Sorry, 0-4 was their top goal scorer last series, and
exactly,
I
yeah.
think like we need to see him on the field. We got to see more pressure from them, and it's not like Odd1sOut didn't have pressure. We saw a couple of nice shots on net there, a couple of crossbars, unfortunately, but I mean that happens. But I think they just need to keep each player involved in the game. They can't relegate one to defense.
I mean, they probably could, just making sure they can enable their own players and making sure that they don't have to stick to defense because majority
Hmm.
of the time there it was the Radiant Storm show that round. 4 goals to his name, really just showing some utmost prowess of his mechanical skill and his way to deviate the ball in the air for himself,
Hmm.
setting up his team. And going to game 2, we're gonna see him try to repeat his performance. Here's 0-3, kind of kicking it off over to the blue side. And now 0-4, yes, unshackled, moving around. 0-1 trying to set up for
There we
his team,
go.
middling the ball.
We've got a ton of support for the Odd1sOut in chat too. I'd love to see it. They're hoping for the comeback. I mean, I think it's definitely possible. It's only one game. They've got tons ahead of them.
Yeah, one of
But
7.
one of 7. But oh, I forgot it's the best of 7 now. Here we go. But a
Exactly.
potential
Ooh.
double tap from Radiant Storm ends up going a little bit wide there. But a lot of time here. I don't think there's any reason for the Odd1sOut to panic here. They're gonna have to tighten things up a little bit. And I think the biggest way they can shut down Radiant Storm, if they're looking to, is just get a body on the ball each time that there's like don't leave anything uncontested. Always make sure you have one person challenging or like approaching the ball, because otherwise it just gives the other team too much time to think. So let's see.
Exactly.
So far nobody's opened up the scoring yet, but I'm gonna say that and then they're gonna score. So I'm not gonna say that, right?
Exactly. Don't say that too much because as you're saying on your point, contesting of the ball, we 0-4 heard,
Mikey one
as
on
Mikey
one.
T3 almost getting it
Oh, hang
through.
on.
And a little breakaway for the
Oh!
Celtics. 0-1, take it into his own hands. Cross map situation.
We saw that one of the Odd1sOut members get a demo on one of the Celtics green members, and it ends up leaving their net completely exposed, and that starts out the goal. Sorry, the scoring for Odd1sOut, getting a lead for the series here. Yeah, yeah, actually though. Oh, wait a minute, is this a repeat?
A little repeat.
Is this a repeat? It's the rat race.
Oh,
to the back goal
going
line.
through.
Radiant Storm keeps it out. Oh my god.
A little post action there as 0-4 now getting the ball, trying to reset it for his team. Esports 3 kicking out in the corner, orange side. 0-4, little defense. Oh, the ball's in the middle, guys. Beautiful defense here by 0-1. And now we're getting into a game. Demos everywhere. The hype is real. It's getting really crazy inside the dome. As the ball going back into the orange side. Take a little breather.
Holy cow, I can't believe that breakaway and then that save from Radiant Storm. I mean, it was a rat race for anyone on the Celtics screen to get back. They overextended and all members were above the half line there when the ball was trickling towards their net. But Radiant Storm reaching with his fingers there and getting it. And another tight save there from Radiant Storm. Holy cows, I'm just mentioning his defensive prowess there. And a potential conversion here from Celtics screen. It ends up being kept wide into the corner from 0-3. Tries to flip into it. A little bit of a miss hit there, miss flip, miss input. That's okay.
Yeah, speaking of defensive prowess, it seems like Radiant Storm has been relegated to defense, not able to be free and do these crazy double tap plays against this team. As 0-1 finds the angle onto Celtics green. Now it's 2-0 up for the Odd1sOut. I'm loving the adaptation from these players.
Sometimes it's just as simple, you got to throw your body at it. And I mean, like, 0-1 did exactly that. And it's a pretty unfortunate touch from Mikey. I mean, obviously not intentionally trying to own goal there, but just the way that the flip played out and whatnot. Ends up just going redirected into his net. I mean, it happens sometimes. So let's see what happens here. Some pressure on. I think, if anything, this is only going to inspire Celtics green to just play harder here and play more physically. We've seen a really physical game from them so far when it comes to demos and bumps, and I think that's only going to inspire them.
Physical, but we're not really seeing much from, again, Radiant Storms. I feel like he's been missing for this entire game. We see him close to his goalpost, and he's trying to set up for something for himself again. See, this is what we were talking about, his aggression, his way to play make. If they just keep him near the goal, if he's relegated onto defense, I don't see Celtics Green ever really getting a situation where they can get the goal, the ball into the net. As I say, Radiant Storm now into offense. As 0-4 and 0-3 try to reset the ball in the middle. 0-1 now double tapping. And now we just have chaos on the left blue side of the dome.
Radiant Storm, I mean, doing his thing, but I mean, you got to be able to trust your teammates here too. And I think Mikey and Sports 3 are doing a good job so far. And I think, I mean, there's still tons of time left here. Don't panic. Full boost in the corner. We got 0-4 playing it patiently, but that might end up coming to bite him in the rear. Here we go. Radiant Storm brings it up the sidewall. I like to see the mechanics that we saw earlier. Radiant Storm going for that ceiling shot was kind of sick. Hope we see more of that from him.
Oh, Mikey!
And I say a top bins shot from Mikey tucks that ball to bed in the corner. Holy guacamole.
See how this sets up here. Mikey gets one little touch and boosting into the air. Nice little touch over 0-4. Could not get any purchase to touch the ball on the rebound here. Now we're 2-1 on the board. Odd1sOut still in favor. But with minute 3 on the clock, the Greens try to tie this up and maybe get a lead for this round. As 0-1 eyeing the ball, centering it over for his team. Bump back into the orange side by Radiant Storm. Really close call. 0-4 blocks it off.
Close ball there, close opportunity overall. Radiant Storm rotating out, looks for the pill. Also, when I say pill, again, for those for perhaps less familiar, pills are just like the yellow orbs we see on the field there. They give you 100 boosts, whereas any other like little yellow triangle on the map just gives you 12 when you drive over it. So it's important to be able to, as a player, to like know your rotations on like boost pads and stay filled up, because otherwise you can't really keep up with the pace and the momentum of the game. So anyhow, I say that as Odd1sOut. White 0-1 is kind of just dribbling out the whole team there, but hang on, now it's a conversion here for Celtics Green. 2 people on the ball. They end up getting the handoff there, communicating, maybe looking for a pass play. Mikey kind of going crazy style with the dribbles, ends up having a teammate go for a demo, bullying everyone in net. What the heck is going on here? He's going for a 360. That was an extremely uncontested ball there for a long time. Not something you like to see too often, but I mean, Odd1sOut managed to hold out despite the bullying they experienced there in the goal line.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, the bullying. They couldn't even get to touch the ball. As Radiant Storm now going in the middle. 0-4 could not block it over from Radiant Storm, and now we're tied up 2-2, 50 seconds on the clock is what we're saying. Radiant Storm now outside the defense section. Just a very clean tap into the goal.
Yeah, I mean, he just had speed, he just had momentum behind him, and I like to call it Yeah, I mean, I just like to jokingly call it Mark's Law because, I mean, sometimes if a ball's fast enough,
Oh
it'll go in. But wait a minute. Oh, a
no!
really close save there, and it's a kickoff goal for Radiant Storm. What have we seen in the last 30 seconds here?
Do we see this fake out by Mikey? Oh my goodness. I swear that might be a set
Wow.
play on the side of the Celtics. Faking out, putting the ball on the right side, orange corner. And
So Odd1sOut, I
then
don't think, did they contest that kickoff or not? I don't think they had anyone go for it.
I think they were faked out to maybe get the ball onto the right side as
Oh, but wait a
Mikey
minute. Wait
acknowledges
a
this.
minute.
And as I'm
Oh,
saying,
Bardowski from O1. He keeps it in the game. What is happening? This is crazy, man.
now 4 seconds left on the clock. It's trying to explain the last goal. 0-1 takes his own hands, little double header. Boom.
Holy, the bar down ski to bar up ski again and then bar down. It's crazy. That was a great play. I'd love to hear the room right now for the Odd1sOut. I bet they're absolutely hyped up for their teammate. But hang on a minute, it might be a returned favor here. Radiant Storm coming in hot. Can he get the shot?
Oh my
Oh my gosh! And he gets
Oh
the
my
0-second
God.
goal. What in the name?
This can't be happening back to back to back in the last 20 seconds. Radiant Storm 0-1 back to Storm. Hello.
Holy
Takes it
cow!
4-3 second round for Celtics Green. Now up 2-0 in this best of 7. And you have to think
That is
they
crazy, man.
feel really good about that game.
Oh man, that's got to be a little disheartening or deflating for the Odd1sOut. I mean, even then they should still keep that momentum and still stay inflated with those emotions there, because that was so much hype. That was a great goal that we saw, the equalizer from 0-1 on that Bardowski. But I mean, Radiant Storm had just enough boost coming off that high ball off kickoff there, and ends up slamming it in at 0 seconds too. Ball doesn't touch the ground, it goes in. I mean, that's a great way to clinch a second win of the series.
Complete buzzer beater from Radiant Storm. And seeing a little bit on that second half, actually the last 20 seconds, some strategies from kickoff. I think Odd1sOut was trying to intercept maybe the ball going through the right side. Mikey adjusted himself to hitting the boost and letting Radiant Storm just get a full half fielder into the goal. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it just, yeah, sometimes it happens. Like you just have balls trickling back, and then you end up, no defender on net. But I mean, I think the last like minute of that game was awesome. We saw great play from both teams, and I think like pretty minimal unforced errors here. I think like each team was clearly just, I don't know, they're just scrapping and they're playing, and I don't really think that it was misplays. It was just good plays from both teams. So let's see if that carries on to game 3 here. I think each team is going to be really fired up, and that was something we saw at the end of the series with the Odd1sOut last series against the other Celtics team, is that they were finally kind of breaking out of their shell, getting out of their comfort zone, and going for things we might not normally see from them. But I say that as it's a hot shot from Radiant Storm, but Mikey manages to keep it in, almost lands on the pill there, but ends up not. Hang on a minute. Oh, one goes for the pass pack there. Sorry, the pass back. It's a possession play for sure. That was just all part of the plan. Don't worry, he wasn't unintentionally shooting on that there. Radiant Storm managed just to chip at the last defender. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Odd1sOut. I think they were feeling the pressures. They had 3 members inside the goal at the beginning of the game, so Celtics Green decided to punish them, keeping the ball controlled in front of their net. And but Odd1sOut have to just brush this off. Coming in 1-0 now, 4 minutes on the clock. They gotta try and get back into their game from game 2 because we saw promise, we saw purchase. 0-4 playing on this aggression, getting a demo from Esports, and Mikey 3 barely getting it through into the post. Going over to the right side now, Esports 3 eyeing the buzz. 0-1, 0-4 in tandem, putting it over the blue side. Another demo by 0-1.
I like to see that the Odd1sOut aren't taking nothing without giving back a little bit. I mean, they've seen some demos come back, but honestly, like, demos can get real grudge matchy real quick. They can kind of tilt a player that just like, like, it just kind of unsettle you a little bit or make you kind of angry and play emotionally. But I think Odd1sOut are doing a good job of not letting it get into their heads there. Despite the pressure that we've seen from Celtics Green. And I think, like you said, they just got to shake off the first goal. A lot of time in the series left here. So, but wait a minute, hold. Oh, nice redirect there from from 0-1, keeping it into the corner of Odd1sOut. Here we go, no boost and a dream, and manages to get a good 50. But hang on, a bump coming out from Celtics Green, and then a demo. Esports 3, unfortunately going wide on the ball there, but it's off the backboard. Can Mikey feed himself? No, he cannot, but Radiant Storm tries to go up for it. Ends up getting bumped into it and kind of just gets like a shot by virtue of one of the Odd1sOut. Can they break out of their end here, AJ?
He definitely does takes one with him inside the goal there as well. 0-1 trying to get out of the orange side. Radiant Storm says no, let's keep it over here. Big header, but big defense. Radiant Storm could get. I can't even speak words right now. He's going to get a tip off into the goal. And now Radiant Storm keeping it on the orange side, resetting his bar. And 0-1 now sending over for his team. A little intercept by Celtics Green. And honestly, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. It's
Banger!
0-4, big
Oh!
banger.
0-4. Oh,
Nice
that's the 0-4 we know
redirect.
and love. That's the 0-4 we
That's the
know and love.
0-4 we know
Mm-hmm.
and love as exactly. Put him out in his comfort zone. Put him in the front here. Let him spearhead all these goals because you know he can. But
Yeah, that's
talking about 0-4 and 0-1, we have to say that 0-3 has kind of been like a little sleeper agent here. Definitely playing some good defense on the side of Odd1sOut. We didn't highlight him enough as Mikey 3 kind of starting in for Celtics Green, putting in the left corner of the orange side. And you
yeah, the
see highlighting
game
0-3.
effectively 0-0 right now. I mean, if you think about it, the scores are the same. So, uh, no, I kid. But
Mm-hmm.
anyhow, I mean, it's anybody's game again. There was a nice equalizer there from 0-1. He had a great boomer of a shot there coming on net. But hang on a minute, Radiant
Oh!
Storm threads it between both defenders there, and they reclaim that lost lead rather quickly, just within 30 seconds there too. Great read from Radiant Storm and a great shot between both the defenders.
Just wondering how he found that shot. It seemed like a really narrow margin of error for him to
Mhm.
even get that angle. Beautifully done as in kickoff Mikey and puts it into the right corner as they were expecting from the last time. And Radiant Storm
Holy cow, he's coming out with
going
a fever,
off.
with a vengeance.
He is
Great
coming
kickoff there from
hot.
Mikey. Yeah,
Yeah,
great
beautiful
kickoff from
stuff.
Mikey. Sorry, AJ. I just want
No,
to
no,
say, yeah,
yeah,
great,
no.
great kickoff from AJ there. And I mean, Radiant Storm came out, he cheated on kickoff there and followed it into the corner and then fed himself, got the pill, deprived the Odd1sOut of their boost, and then, yeah, great C to himself there in the corner, giving them a 2-goal lead here. So let's see if they can hold
Yeah.
on to it this series.
I mean, it looked like it felt too easy, you know. It feels like there's some set plays
Hmm.
off kickoff that Celtics Green have set up, you know, have it in their little playbook. Mikey already setting up twice, first in the game 2, now in game 3. Radiant Storm now eyeing the ball over in the middle of the dome here, as I believe it was 0-1, trying to get the ball over in the left side
Some aerial
corner. Now
play.
everyone running back. Radiant Storm trying to maybe show off his
Oh
skills
my
as he
goodness!
does. What just happened? Little
The
two-wheel
solo
side here.
bolo. Holy cow. Radiant Storm, great patience there. Gets a nice touch, keeps it calm off the back wall there, and then just kind of
Oh
pops
my
it over the last
goodness.
two defenders, using all the boost he has at his disposal. That's a great little solo dishy play that we like to see there. Radiant
In
Storm kind of
basketball, we
making
like.
it his game, making himself known on the field. Hold up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Okay.
say that was gonna again kickoff plays here, as Radiant Storm again try to play aggressive with esports. 3 here, Mikey again also eyeing the ball. I was gonna say the little basketball reference. What Radiant Storm there was a little teardropper. You know, although over the defender could not do anything, just had to watch
Yeah.
it come down and boop, inside the goal as 0-3. Beautiful defense. Now Radiant Storm bringing it back in the middle. We just hit it back out, guys. Yes, we can. Radiant Storm says no.
Oh.
Keep it over. Is now in the center. Radiant Storm! Mikey, what's going on? Everyone flying in the air.
Holy cow, somehow the Odd1sOut managed to keep that high ball on their goal line out of the net. But let's see 0-1 potentially breaking out some of his own dribble skills. They're kind of maybe giving Radiant Storm the taste of his own medicine, but nothing. Instead, Radiant Storm takes it across the field. They're only 18, and there's that Cuxer. I mean, it ends up going forward. That's a good pinch we see on the sidewall there. But it ends up, I mean, still in
Ooh.
favor, and a good shot from Radiant Storm again. But now it's a conversion here. It's the rat race back. Can 0-4 get to it before a defender on Celtics Green? No, he cannot. Ends up having to race back on his own, rotate out, get some boost, and see where he ends up. And it's a
I
high
think
ball here.
I think the Celtics Greens had really unleashed Radiant Storm this last 2 games. You know, he was playing a little bit more conservative round 2, but round 3, complete annihilation, showing why he's the dominant force on the court. So 0-3 eyeing the ball. Radiant Storm taking it up on the left side of the orange side, trying to tip it off into the net, but 0-4 defends beautifully.
Hey, you can see the shot that was going a short change, but hang on, it's a last opportunity here potentially from, oh, beats it around 1, but
Oh!
no, Esports 3 is there, but hang on a minute, it's another opportunity. 0 seconds, the ball touches the ground and it ends up going to Celtics.
Celtics now
Holy
3-0
cow.
up. Oh my goodness. Radiant Storm showing us some crazy stuff with the facilitator of Mikey TK and Esports 3 just being that defender, keeping it all consistent over in the other half of the court. I mean, what's more to say? These guys are playing out of their minds and they've been undefeated in the regular season for a reason. It's good to see these guys did not drop off at all coming to playoffs.
Yeah, they just look really confident on the field and cohesive as a unit, and I think the Odd1sOut, I mean, they're playing well right now, but I think they're just a little bit outpaced, a little bit out of their comfort zone, so they're going to have to adapt on the fly here. This isn't You know, there's no time to hold back here. So I think we've seen some potential from Odd1sOut, and I definitely don't. I mean, like that last before the last game, I guess the second last game now. We've seen it in them that they can score, and that like there were some confident aerials going on balls and challenges and some aggression. So I think they just
Yeah.
need to not hold back and like not have the fear of making a mistake overwhelm their ability to, or like their desire, their drive to play. You know. So let's see here, but
Yeah.
a hot kickoff coming up from Celtics Green. Radiant Storm going high, tries to
Ooh.
kind of look for a top bin shot there, but ends up hitting it into the corner intentionally. 0-4 playing it patient, ends up giving it a handoff there to 0-1, and now it's an opportunity for the Odd1sOut, but unfortunately cleared wide.
Yeah, for the Odd1sOut, they definitely need to leave everything on the table, throw everything and the kitchen sink too at Celtics Green as they try to get it. Oh, post play over by 0-1.
Oh,
And you
close
can
one from
see that
0-4. There was an open net
there's
too,
a
I think.
lot of fire from Celtics right now. Trying to keep it over on the blue side in this first 30 seconds, keeping them on the defense on the back foot. And this is what we see gave Odd1sOut purchase over on their side. Radiance. Oh
Oh,
my
Radiant. The
goodness.
classic. I mean, that's the classic we know we've seen so many times from Radiant Storm. A nice little control to himself off the sidewall there, and then ends up just getting like a nice, powerful chip over a defender, and it ends up just going in the net. I mean, it's a simple play, but like I mentioned at the start, pretty much it's the fundamentals, man. It's the simple things that end up making the bread, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I think I need to stop analyzing these teams because every time I see something good, it just goes the other way. Celtics Green were on the back foot for that
Oh
entire
boy, here we
first 30,
go.
40 seconds. As the ball now is now on the orange side of the field, this relentless aggression, even just one goal up, the Celtics Green are trying to keep it over on the orange side. But I was saying before, reason why Odd1sOut had success in round 2 was because all three
Oh,
Celtics Green were on the defense side as 0-1 trying to get the ball into the net. No purchase though. And as we reset,
here we go.
Odd1sOut
Conversion
needs to
from
keep
Celtics
them
Green
there.
off the backboard. Now this is a
Woo,
danger zone
woo,
for the
woo.
Odd1sOut. Tries to go for the Dunkaroo, but hang on a minute. It's a three-man commit from Celtics Green, and they end up throwing away their one-goal lead, letting 0-1 just drive it across the field for an easy goal.
Getting a little overconfident here, Celtics Green. I know you guys want to try and close this out, but just still 3.5 minutes to play on the clock. Now tying out for Odd1sOut. Signs of life for them.
Yeah,
And see if
there's
they
that
carry on this
overconfidence that we
momentum.
were talking about, AJ.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't let that run away with you. I mean, like obviously, you know, it's everyone wants to be like a star. They want to contribute and whatnot. But sometimes contributing is being oh, who's the player? Mikey or Esports 3 is just like their solid third man hanging back, making sure things aren't out of rotation. You know, that's equally as important. I mean, you know, their time will come, but it's important that they stay communicating cohesive as a unit, not just overcommit and
Yeah.
trying to override one another there. But no worries, triple commits happen, overextensions happen. It's an easy bounce back here, and I don't think Celtics Green are gonna have it affect their play at all here.
Exactly. You see the esports streak just keeping the ball in front. Just the little things that matter here as O3 as well being that backbone for the Odd1sOut. Trying to keep it close to the net here as esports
Oh,
3 sets it up. And Mikey barely gets the ball over. Now we have the ball kind of free falling in the middle of the court as Radiant Storm could
hold
not get
up,
the
hold up. A little bit of an
wait a
undercut there from
minute.
Radiant Storm. No worries, it happens. It happens.
Yeah, exactly. It does happen for that time. It's O3 exactly where he wants to be. Putting a high header for his team. And 0-1 again, interception, but Rainstorm has the ball. He's going to do it again to them. Don't let it be so good. Demo
There's
by
a demo,
O3.
finally.
Really showing up in this game 4. He's saying that his team needs him the most. Mikey tried to touch the ball in the middle. Radiant Storm carrying it over. And I'm
Mikey getting
loving the play
physical on
here
the
for
back
Odds
line.
one out. Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking. Oh no! No, Esports 3 ends up, I mean, he's in a great spot right there, but unfortunately it's just a miss input. And those happen, but I mean, it sucks when it happens in the grand final, you know? I mean, Esports 3 going for a big clear there. Sees at least one of his members upfield, but unfortunately it's just ends up whiffing on it, as simple as, really.
And now we get the lead for Odd1sOut. See if they can keep this lead as the ball tips over to the Odd1sOut side. 0-1 has the
Uh-oh.
ball sending over here. Radiant Storm, no! He catches the mistake! And
Oh,
retribution again. 2-2 on the board.
a lot of unforced errors here. I mean, White 0-1, he's in a good spot on the back wall there, but unfortunately it's just a tough touch, and it ends up just kind of setting up Radiant Storm for an easy dunkaroo onto the goal there for Odd1sOut. Equalizing the game here, 0-0, no worries, no lead for either team to have to come back from, so I think it's an even playing field. So sometimes that can make players, like, you know, if you end up being too eager to close the gap, or it ends up, you know, it being a hindrance to you, you know. So I think it might be a good thing for both teams to be at an equalizing point here. But No matter, Celtics green, a little bit of offense here. Esports 3 bringing it into the corner. A nice little pinch there, whether unintentional or not, from Odd1sOut. Radiant Storm, another solo dishy play perhaps,
Oh my
ends up
goodness
going kind of
gracious.
short.
Beautiful stuff from 0-4, just getting the ball, swatting it out of there, saying, get out of my court. We don't need you doing your fancy tricks here as we get a demo.
Two!
Onto Radiant's 2 demos, Radiant Storm and Esports 3. Now resetting on their side of the court. 0-4 now has control of the ball, contested by Celtics. And you're going to see a little solo play by himself as we see on the other side. 0-1 could not get the ball over. Radiant Storm intercepts.
It's taken a while
Now,
for both teams to start breaking out the demos, but now we're starting to finally see it. I think it's just because each team, hang
oh,
on. Wait a minute, is
breakaway!
this post out? Is this post? It's just in.
Oh
0-1
my
just gets one
goodness.
in. Pretty much across the entire field. Hits it at like the 3rd line on his side of the court. And then, yeah, I mean, there's just no one there from Celtics green. That's unusual.
Very unusual indeed, as Mikey could barely get the ball touch over. Good stuff from 0-1, heads up play. And it's a very simple goal. Let's see if he can keep his lead. 1 minute left on the clock. Beautiful tip off now. Radiant Storm is outside his hands as he has to go back on defense. Mikey 3 gets it over onto the right side though. Centering
All
over.
centered.
Radiant Storm now has the ball.
Radiant Storm bringing it up. Kenny solo dish. I think we saw him go for, oh, the flip reset this time. We saw him go for a stealing shot earlier. Nothing
And
quite
now
unfortunately
Stucco with
connecting
this
there.
header. Radiant, not theirs. 0-1 barely clears it out. 0-3 pick up the scraps. And now we have a little reset situation. 3 seconds on the clock. Everyone kind of slowly missing the ball back and forth, going over highway
All three
collisions.
Celtics green just
As
kind of
0-3
swell and then leave. Oh,
0-3 being a powerhouse here. Mikey bumps him out. The Radiant Storm getting the ball back. 0-1 bumping it from the backside.
hold on, last 15 seconds
0-4.
here. Celtics green are trying to keep it in Odd1sOut territory. It's a high ball. It's a good bounce. Can anyone from the Celtics green work with it? Radiant Storm, it's now or never.
Going through.
The bouncer, but it's
Oh.
kept wide by 0-1. Oh my gosh, okay, ball is still in the air. As long as it doesn't touch the ground, the Celtics green have a chance. Let's see what they can do. But the Odd1sOut take one in the series. Holy guacamole, man. I cannot believe it.
Yeah, now we are 3-1 into this series, and man, did the Odd1sOut need that game. Good momentum shift, able to punish the aggression of the Celtics green, overstepping a little bit over here, a little bit over there. Radiant Storm really just filling himself out. You have to believe that this is really good stuff for the Odd1sOut coming into Game 5.
Game 5 in the series, man, it's a
Man,
big one. I mean, even just that one win can give a team a lot of hope and a lot of encouragement there. So I think the Odd1sOut just need to keep doing what they're doing. Um, and unfortunately, I mean, the game ended up just kind of boiling down to a couple of unforced errors from the Celtics there. Like just easy whiffs on the ball that happened, but unfortunately, like sometimes it costs a
exactly.
goal, sometimes it doesn't. This time it did. At least at the very least, it's a pretty easy thing to fix. You know, just minimize those errors going into Game 6 here. Game 6, I believe, correct? Game 5, sorry,
No,
Game
Game
5.
5, Game 5. Yeah,
My
we're
bad,
going to
my
Game
bad.
5.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
Game
no, no
5 here,
problem,
but
dude. We're all good, G.
we're good. But anyhow, so Celtics green gonna hopefully not see any of those errors anymore. But I think otherwise, like both teams have been playing pretty well. We can see the Odd1sOut are definitely playing up a little bit here, and it's looking good from them. I mean, they're not letting the Celtics green just completely walk over them with demos or anything like that. They're dishing out as much as they get
Oh
put in.
no,
But
oh no,
hang
oh
on a
no!
minute, and these are those unforced errors that I'm talking about, man. It ends up just being kind of a lollipop of a ball here from the corner and a bit of a misplay from the Odd1sOut defenders.
Oh, misplay, miscommunication. Could not get the tip, get the ball out of the corner there effectively. I think 0-4 did have that, but just, again, miscommunication. Mikey 3 not putting in the right corner of the Celtic side. And you gotta think that that does kind of hurt their situations. Mikey gets a little
Mikey.
bounce off the
Ooh,
bottom.
good save.
Ooh, and a risky save from 0-3. Or was that
Wait a
0-1?
minute.
I'm not too sure over here. Did you see Mikey 3? Able to come back. All good back here. No harm, no foul as Radiant Storm gets the ball back over. Solo pull up on the right side. Can he get it back
Oh
in?
my
Yes, he
gosh.
can.
Holy cow. I don't know how many times we've seen this from Radiant Storm now. At least 2 or 3 now. Just
Yeah,
a dish to himself on the sidewall there and using all of his boost manages to beat all the defenders. And I mean, Odd1sOut, everyone collapses on it, but unfortunately, it's just Radiant Storm's just too many dribbles, I guess. Too much mechanics.
exactly. We gotta now pull it back here for the Odd1sOut. Don't let this dissuade you guys. You know you guys can do it. You guys got that game 4. Let's bring it to the game 5.
Good
Into
touch
a game
there.
6 if possible. As you can see now, the Odd1sOut struggling to get the ball out of their side of the court. Esports 3 now eyeing the ball. Mikey 3 following behind. So 0-4 could not get any touch on the ball. It's stuck in the corner. Where's Radiant Storm? Where is he sleeping in the wings?
Mikey trying to play it patient there on the goal line, avoiding the
Oh my
demos, playing it
goodness.
patient.
Actually,
I feel like we've seen that dance around the ball before, but oh, it's a nice shot there from Radiant Storm, but 0-4 keeps it wide. Let's see if Celtics can manage to keep it in the territory there. A whiff. Esports going in, tries to get a shot, ends up keeping it in the corner here, but it ends up kind of being unintentionally centered there. But here we go, a little bit of a breakout situation from Odd1sOut maybe. Radiant Storm loves setting himself up, setting himself up off the side walls, trying to go for a little bit of a redirect, but ends up not making a connection. Mikey, underduck, hold on. Now a conversion there for Odd1sOut. Can Celtics Green keep it under control here? Keep that composure that I like to see from teams. They can, but maybe not. Radiant Storm gets a great touch, and it's 2 defenders for Odd1sOut racing for that ball. But nothing, giving Radiant Storm their second goal of the game.
yeah, crazy stuff for Radiant Storm. I think with it being game point, he is pulling out all the stops, splitting up all the defense, getting these cross field goals through Odd1sOut, and it being 3-0 on the board, 3 minutes left on the clock. There's still game to play, but you have to believe that this kind of hits the mental on Odd1sOut. Let's see if this. Hopefully, this doesn't affect them too harshly. The Radiant Storm gets another good look in the middle. 0-4 intercepts.
And there's an overextension potentially leading to some danger, some hot waters for Celtics Green, but they managed to race back very quickly. And then a quick conversion for themselves potentially. They can't really decide who's going to take that ball up the field though. Ends up being broken out by 0-1. Sidewall here now, nice and high. Nobody on it from Odd1sOut, but there's a nice shot from Radiant Storm, and it gives the third goal, the hat trick again that we've seen for the series here. Now, White 0-1 had a good attempt there with that ball, but unfortunately, Odd1sOut, nobody contests it, gives Radiant Storm kind of just his pick of the litter with shots on net there.
There's a slight miss by 0-4, flipping forward instead of sideways. And there's good management of the angle by Radiant Storm. Now 4-0, the game is slowly going away from them. As I was saying, why do I even bother? 0-1, beautiful little tip off at the beginning, a little bounce off the top, and just a mistake on the side of Esports 3. Couldn't get the ball out of net range, and it kind of waddled its way over. Now Odd1sOut, 1 on the board. A goal's a goal, they'll take it.
A goal's a goal. I mean, hey, whether or not it's an own goal or an unforced error or whatever, I mean, it happens. And I think Odd1sOut just want to take that momentum, and I mean, it can happen to anyone. So, and it happened to them sometimes, and it happened to Celtic Green. So it's part of the game, and that's the beauty of it. Is like the unpredictability of it sometimes. So, let's see how well they can use that. If they can use this momentum to their advantage here. Potentially 0-4 left alone on defense here. Ends up managing to keep it into the corner, but Beat kind of just getting run around the circle there. No boost, but he ends up getting saved by a teammate. 0-1 clears it wide. Trying to keep that momentum, bring it up the field, but no, cut short again. Back into the same corner where, that's oh so familiar to us. And a triple commit there from the Celtics, potentially leaving them defenseless, but no matter.
Okay.
A lot of action happening in this corner here.
Radiant Storm keeping it in this corner. Double touch. He set himself again. Just hit the post. And again, still the ball on the orange side. Esports 3 trying to set up for himself again. And open net barely out to the post. But the reset by Mikey TK3 brings it back.
Great play from Esports 3 there. I mean, unfortunate, it's not a goal, but I like to say if it's not a shot on net, it's a pass. And right there, it was a pass from Esports 3. That was a great beat around the last defender, and it gives Mikey the wide open net to work with there. And it secures a 4-goal lead for the Celtics Green going into the potentially last game of the series here. So let's see what. Oh, and an aerial shot here from Radiant goes for the flip reset. Ends up getting cut a little bit short there from an Odd1sOut defender.
Yeah, 0-3. It kind of feels a little not in the game at the moment. We saw a lot of good plays from him from the last round as 0-1. Sorry about that, try to highlight another player, but 0-1, beautiful stuff, try to claw back out for the Odd1sOut. Just forces it through into the skull of Esports 3. Now 5-2 on the board.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good goal to get from Odd1sOut. It's kind of some capitalizing on some chaos there off kickoff. And I mean, Esports 2 is in the right place, but unfortunately, ball was just coming a little bit too hot at him in the goal there, and it ends up just going in and right in front of him, like you said. So, Radiant Storm being patient for that boost pad. See if he can race back here and keep the ball out. Some nice control. It goes crossbar. No. Hang on a minute. Oh, but Radiant Storm keeps his composure. And now it's a conversion here for Celtics Green. 3-on-1, it looks like almost. But their wheels aren't shaking.
As the ball is middling for the Celtics Green, 0-1, just barely misses to clear out the ball. Now we get a lot of chaos in the center of the field. Radiant Storm now gets the ball in his own hands, trying to dribble it through. Could not get any clear path as he keeps going and chasing this ball. 3 seconds left on the clock. Mikey sets the ball up for himself as well, milling for his team. 0-3 finally clears out for his team. Good to see him in the game now because he was kind of in the shadows waiting for something to happen in Radiant 3 though. Radiant Storm, sorry, gets the ball over, could not redirect as Mikey 3 puts it back in the middle. 10 seconds left on the clock. Can the Odd1sOut get another goal here, or is this going to be game, set, point? 4 Celtics green, 2 seconds now. Don't let the ball touch the ground, and it does.
There we go.
Celtics takes the series 4-1. Congratulations to them, and a shout out to Odd1sOut. Beautiful play from them as well. See inklings of grandeur for these guys, though it
Mhm.
came up short. It was good to see that they were at least not giving up till the very end.
Definitely, yeah, they never quit. That's what I like to see them. Sorry, what I like to see from a team. Even if you're down, no matter the disparity or like the discrepancy in goals, there, just keep playing. Um, yeah, just don't let it demotivate you. Like I said, that attitude thing. It looks like both teams' attitudes persisted no matter the circumstances. Um, yeah, and I'd like to see that. I mean, we know we have the sorry, who was it? The
Oh, no,
Celtics
go ahead.
purple.
Like,
Yeah, no,
we
they
collect our thoughts here.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
a
I'm a
crazy
little frazzled
series.
after that series
Yeah,
there, but yeah, I mean, excellent
absolutely
play from both
crazy.
teams. Kudos to the Odd1sOut for making it to the semifinals and then to the grand finals. It's securing second in their league. That's no small feat, but I mean, the Celtics managed to take it. I mean, we saw some great play from them, some great potential. So I'm eager to see what else they have in store for us.
Exactly. Congratulations to the Celtics green for winning out U15 bracket. Now, this won't be the last you see of these guys, as all 4 teams, that's right, all 4, get an invitation to the AEC championships going on in May.